headphones out, put my headphone back in. There we go, man. There we
Okay.
go. There we go. There
Your
we
audio and I was just saying, I was like, yo, my camera be playing tricks on me. I don't know if it's ever gonna hit up like it's supposed to within your audio. Here we go.
Yeah, man. Here we go, man. Here we go. It's unbelievable. Oh, Biggie Smalls is the illest. What? It's unbelievable. Biggie Smalls is the illest. Yo, man. Yo, listen, man. Shout out to DJ Premier. You know what I mean? Come on, man. One of the all-time greats, man. If you never heard
Yeah,
that first Biggie album, you know what I mean? You a YN, go do yourself a favor and go throw
please.
that ready to dial and then go to Unbelievable. If you want to know how to rhyme, go to Unbelievable. Go listen to The What featuring Method Man if you want to
Man,
know how to go bar for bar with a lyricist. You
can
know
I
what I
can I
mean?
tell you something about that album to
Yeah,
me
of
and how
course, man.
powerful that album is to me?
Let's do it.
I can't listen to the whole thing.
Why
That's
not?
how powerful the album is. You may be like, yo, what are you talking about? I cannot listen to suicidal thoughts. I stop the album right there. I can't like he paint pictures as if it's like Alfred Hitchcock show. And it's so real. You know what I'm saying? Like I probably only listen to suicidal thoughts maybe like 5 times in my entire life.
I can, I
That's
can,
how
I can,
powerful
I can.
it is. But that speaks to how great this man was. Where it's just like, hey yo, man, move it. Like there's movies like that too. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Like
Hmm.
Denzel Washington's John Q,
Hmm.
right? Where,
Hmm.
where he risked his life to save his son. It's like, yo, this movie is too good. I probably
Yeah.
only watched John Q like maybe 3 times in my entire life. It's a great movie. Can't do it.
I got a few of my arsenal like that. The Notebook. Nah, I'm done with that. Can't do that no more. Sorry.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? And My Girl.
Mm,
Man, dog.
yeah.
It's over for me with My Girl. And the ultimate one is the my Marley and Me. Oh my God.
Mm,
What a turn for the worse that movie took. Oh my God.
yeah,
You wanna
yeah.
you wanna cry, go put Marley and Me on. You know what I mean? Yo, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Zone Sports Podcast. Real quick, man. Shout out to Brand News. You know what I mean? Brand News.
Oh,
It's
I see that.
it's a brand out of Virginia, you know what I mean? Shout out to Brand News, you know what I
I like
mean?
that.
Yeah, man, I had to support the boys around Christmas time. It's a brand I just randomly found on IG. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Seen that was out of Virginia. They got some, you know what I mean, some jackets, they got some hats, you know what I mean? So, yeah, man, I support the creators, man, you know what I mean?
Word up.
Shout out to my album Expensive Taste. We got the Expensive Taste hoodies out right now.
Mm.
This gonna be on the website by the time you see this, you know what I'm saying? So make sure you go on to Skyzone.Society.bigcartel.com. And speaking of Biggie, I will be in Brooklyn performing this weekend. Yes, sir. This weekend, Saturday. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I will be at the Conscious University event. You know what I mean? Shout out to my boy Concept and
Word up.
everybody a part of, you know what I mean, this spectacular event we having at the Vino Theater. Make sure you get your tickets at Good
So
Herb.
you gonna
Okay.
you checking out the Super Bowl up there?
Nah, I'm flying back that morning. You know what I
Flying back.
mean?
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
going out there Friday night, do
Yeah.
my business on Saturday. You know
Oh,
what I
in
mean?
and out.
Come right back. You know, yes, sir. Come back Sunday. You know what I mean? So make sure y'all getting y'all tickets at goodherbrecords.net. You know what I mean? If y'all
Word up.
seeing this by this time. But yo, man, I'm ready to get to some sports talk. Yo, this sports word is going crazy. Corey,
Yeah.
I know we got a docket and all that, but listen,
Yeah.
I don't know if you know, Corey, so I'm gonna break some news, man. Ladies
Yeah.
and gentlemen of the Zone Sports Podcast, by the time you're watching this, yo, Kobe White is back home. He is now a Hornet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yo, can we make some noise for Kobe White
Pew,
coming
pew,
home?
pew, 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 pew.
Kobe,
I love that. I love that for Charlotte.
I ain't gonna lie because this everything is just moving so fast,
It is.
ladies and gentlemen. Tomorrow, February 5th, by the time you're watching this, The trade deadline will be a wrap. Tomorrow is the last day. And listen, it's been a lot of moving pieces going around the board, Corey, all day long. I'm gonna tell you like this, man. Um, just when I was thinking that, because if y'all don't know this too, the Bulls picked up. It's a lot of just weird pieces going on. The Bulls
Yeah,
picked up Anthony Simons, who was
yeah.
in Portland, right? Or did he get traded from Portland?
He wasn't in Portland because I thought he was there too. I can't remember the who he was with.
Was he with
But I got
Utah?
the trade. I do have the trade summary. Anthony Simons used to be in Portland.
Was
He
he in
used to
U?
be,
But was he in
but he
Utah?
was somewhere else.
Was he in Utah? He wasn't in Utah, was he?
I want to say Utah.
Either way,
I want to
listen.
say.
By the time I thought to myself, yo, Anthony Simons and Kobe White is going to be a crazy backcourt. Corey, 20 minutes before I came on this show, I see that Kobe White via ESPN in a mock Hornets jersey is on his way to Charlotte, Corey. And
Yeah,
listen, man, listen. I'm here to tell y'all right now. Just like we came on this podcast and told y'all about the ACC. Let me tell y'all about this NBA Eastern Conference. This thing is picking up, and this is what I
there it
love.
is.
Because listen, we from the era where you played games called Bulls versus Blazers. Do you
There you
understand what
go.
I'm telling y'all? Some of y'all YNs might not know the significance of having Bulls versus Blazers. We came
Well
up and
before NBA Live and 2K, Big Vito.
dog, we talking Lakers versus Celtics video games. I don't think y'all really understand the significance of what I'm trying to tell y'all. What I'm trying to tell y'all is that, yo, the East and Western conferences of the NBA
Hmm?
in our era in the 90s, they weren't friendly. They were so rugged and raw, you had to make a video game basically highlighting the rivalries of these
Hmm?
games. Dog, that Lakers versus Celtics on the Genesis was
Woo!
amazing. Shout out to EA Sport. I'm trying to tell y'all something about how it was going down. You know what I mean? That Bulls versus Blazers on Super Nintendo when I had it, dog. I don't really think you had to be there, and I'm just so glad that that it is going back to this way, Corey. Yo, you talking about Lonzo Ball mixing with Kobe White
Man,
with the young Canuple? You know
yeah.
what I mean? And what is the big? What's the guy that just got like a year or two ago who
Oh,
developed him? Come on.
yeah, yeah,
He raw too. He nice too. My
yeah.
sorry for getting your name, but yo, this is getting me hyped not only for the Eastern Conference but for the city of Charlotte and the state of North Carolina. We need Charlotte to be back to the Muggsy Bogues era. You know what I
Say
mean? The
that.
Larry Johnson era, the Alonzo Mourning era. You know what
Say
I
that.
mean? We need that because that's what we used to have. You know what I mean? The state recognized for just basketball. Period. We need that, dog. I'm excited about this trade, Corey. What are your thoughts on this, man?
You know what? It's I think it's real good. So kind of like the kind of round out what they're getting here. So obviously, with Kobe White involved, a three-team trade with
Okay.
the Bulls, the Hornets, and Oklahoma City as part of a three-team deal. So obviously, they get Kobe White, which you just eloquently stated. Hornets is also getting Mike Conley Jr.
Mike
Uh,
Conley. Yep.
yeah, yeah. Now the Bulls are getting Colin Sexton, someone named Osmond Ding. I don't know who that is. And they're getting one of Charlotte's picks and some pick protections and whatnot.
Yeah.
And the Thunder is getting Mason Plumlee, actually. So, look, man, we're both Lakers fans. I spoke about this numerous times where I grew up a Charlotte Hornets fan. You
Absolutely.
you just listed why. Alonzo Mourning,
Yes.
Muggsy Bogues, Larry Johnson, Dale Curry. Like I could go on and on and on. And you're like, well, why did you switch? Dude, the only reason that I left being a Charlotte Hornets fan because they left. They went down to New Orleans Carolina as a whole didn't have an NBA team, if I'm not mistaken, for like a good maybe 3, maybe 4 years. And then when they came back as the Bobcats. Charlotte really didn't have an identity with the Bobcats, and I just kind of got out of it. And the Lakers have always been my second team anyway. And they may say, well, okay, well, they're back being, they're back to Hornets now. Hey, why don't you, hey, look, I ain't gonna hold you. I'm not gonna lie. But it's kind of like, you leave, you come back, you got yourself together. I'm still with you. I still see you. I'm with you. I root for the Hornets, just not against the Lakers. So had they not left, I would be a diehard Charlotte Hornets fan. My first starter jacket was the Charlotte Hornets, or whatnot. So
Same.
listen, I could go on and on and on about that. I am excited for this.
Mm-hmm.
I was excited when Kobe White played for our beloved Tar Heels. And I'm telling you, the love that he's going to get being in Charlotte, it's not going to rival anywhere else that he could have possibly went. Yeah, I know he did great things in Chicago. I get all that. That love that he's going to receive from Charlotte is going to be great. And I cannot wait to see him paired up with just the people you just mentioned, in addition to LaMelo Ball. I am excited to see what the hell is getting ready to happen in Charlotte. Because if I'm not mistaken, last I checked, Charlotte was like on a 7-game winning streak.
I can tell you right now, Onyx better get ready. You talking about he gonna get some love? Yeah, he gonna he gonna get he gonna get some.
Hey, yeah, my man gonna get some motivation.
He gonna get some motivation.
Hey.
But continue though. I just wanted to add that.
Yeah, nah, he gonna get taken care of. And hey man, look, that's all I got. I'm excited to see it, man. I'm actually ticked off because I do have YouTube TV. And they're gonna black out the Hornets game. I might need to holler at some regional sports networks so I can check out a couple of these Hornets games, man. Because again, the Hornets basketball, in case you've been under a rock,
yes,
back being exciting to watch again.
And I want to keep it on the East Coast though, because one of the questions that we do got on the docket is, is it time to give the Pistons some respect? And I want to say that because Corey, I looked up. I'm watching the game last night, and on League Pass, and they mentioned that the Pistons was first in the Eastern Conference. Corey,
that is correct.
I had no clue. I said, wait a minute.
Oh, you didn't know that?
Dog, I ain't gonna lie. I see the games on League Pass, but I'm never watching them.
Yeah.
But I looked up, and they like 36-12 or something crazy like that, Corey.
Yeah, 37-12.
Like, and they just won last night too, which makes them 37-12. Like, I want to know your thoughts, man. Is it time to put them in this conversation when it's talking about teams that are coming out of the East?
Yes, and yes. And people aren't giving the Eastern Conference the love that it probably deserves. I get it. The West have really had a stronghold over it. LeBron don't really get the props back when he basically ran the East when he was in Cleveland. I get all that. Today is a new day. Detroit, Big V, Detroit is in first place. It ain't like they're just in first place by like 1 game or 2 games. They are 5 games ahead. Now, is that like, is that like with OKC? No, I'm not saying that. But you look at the journey, right, that Detroit taken from years ago, just from the past 5 or 6 years.
Winning maybe 3 to 4 games, something cringy.
Dumpster fire. I mean, come on, man. And you talking about, let me pull up their roster real quick, man. Cade Cunningham. Balling. Yeah. Right? You know what I'm saying? Let's not forget about Tobias Harris over there. Just picked up Kevin Huerter, who I know he had a stint in Atlanta a while back. I can't remember who he just got traded from or whatnot. Dude, I mean, you got some people over there. And look, my fault. I almost forgot. Asor Thompson, okay, the brother of Amen.
I was just getting ready to mention that. I was getting ready to mention the brother. Yeah.
And then the guy who shoved down King James and said, hit him with the Street Fighter. Get off of me. Isaiah Stewart, the beast in the paint. This team has an identity, Big V. And I tell you what, me as a Lakers fan, if we are somehow lucky enough to get out the West, I wouldn't want no parts of this Detroit team because I would have flashbacks of when we lost in '04 to that Pistons. Look, man, Pistons, I'll give it to you and I'll let you rock. Pistons, when they have lows, oh man, they got super lows, Big V. But let me tell you something, man. When Detroit is up, they up. And they up right now, Big V.
Shout out to the whole Michigan, man. Shout out to Detroit, man. What up, though? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Yo, we still on the East Coast though, man. Because guess what, ladies and gentlemen? James Harden is on the move again.
What the,
Yes, you heard it right. James Harden, the superstar, you know what I mean? He's out of the Clippers and he's going straight to Cleveland. You know what I mean? He is linking up with the likes of Spider Mitchell. And guess what? They had to give up a piece, Corey. A nice piece too, Corey. They had to give up your boy Darius Garland. You know what I mean? Yes, yes, yes. Darius Garland is headed to LA to be a Clipper. Corey, I ain't gonna lie to you. I was conflicted about this. And this is
yeah,
the thing, right? With these trades, man, it be so many just small key pieces that be involved that you just shake your head at. We're gonna get into that in a minute when I find out who they traded Nikola, the guy from the Bulls. He got traded. Nikola, I forgot
oh,
his name.
Who your chick?
Who did he go to?
Oh gosh, I'll look that up for you.
Look that up because I think that he's a slept on piece and I think he's gonna be a great piece where he went at. But
Yeah,
yo, man, I like Darius Garland, and I like him on the Cavs. I think that core they have, that young core with Spider and all them, man. I think that they were already tough,
yeah,
but now you got a ball dominant guy like James Harden, and you know he's gonna have to mix that with the leader of the team. You know what I mean, Donovan Mitchell. And
yeah,
it's talks that they already been in conversation, and you know, hopefully, they're gonna get their chemistry down. I know it's gonna take a few games for that to happen or whatever. But if I'm just looking at this on paper, Corey, if the Cavs weren't already a threat,
yeah,
they are a threat now. And this is keep in mind, we're still on the East. This is why this Eastern Conference is about to be crazy. Because let's not act like Anthony Simons on the Bulls is not insane too. You know what I mean? That is crazy. Don't sleep. We've been telling y'all since he was in Portland. That boy can ball. And I want to see him, you know what I mean, with that young core that the Bulls have too, like going forward. That's gonna be
yeah,
ridiculous. But yo, um, on the other hand, you know what I mean? On the West, though, now you linking Garland with Kawhi. You know what I mean? And Kawhi averaging down to 30 points since like Christmas, Corey. He's been on a tear
yes,
quietly.
he has been.
You know what I mean? And a lot of the Clippers were saying that they didn't expect Harden to be wanting to trade, but in the fact they had turned things around. You know, at the beginning of the season, they didn't have their things together. You know what I mean? Kawhi was out. He was in the skybox chilling. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? But now he's on the tear, and they said they were kind of caught off guard by this. Um, I don't know who the winner in this trade is going to be. I'm gonna lean towards Cleveland to say, but man, what an addition to the Eastern Conference, man.
Yeah, and to your question earlier, we were talking about Anthony Simon. So he was actually playing for Boston, or whatnot,
That's true.
and
Okay, yeah.
Nicolia is now going to Boston.
That's
Uh,
gonna be crazy.
that dude,
That's gonna be fun. Don't Boston is about to be ridiculous. They already got a squad, and this is without Tatum. They already got dogs, man. They got true dogs who
yeah,
buy. They're one of those teams that all the players buy into the system, kind of like
yeah,
Antonio. Once you a Celtic, they expect you to follow the Celtic way.
that's right.
And even though I don't mess with the Celtics because I'm a Lakers guy, I understand the camaraderie and I understand the
What a hell
organization.
of an organization.
Come on, man. You got to tip your hat. You got to tip your hat. That's going to be a crazy piece, man.
It is, and I tell you what, man. You know what? That I do understand that James Harden do get a tough rap for like wanting to
Yeah.
leave. Even I do know that the Clippers did not want to extend him, which could have been a factor. But I got to give props, man.
Yeah.
At least this time, because I really feel like James Harden really wants to go somewhere to win. Now you could say a whole bunch of things about James Harden. Dude plays every night. He
He
don't be
does.
doing none of that low management stuff. Like
Nah.
he's always out there. Like, dude, this dude life is about ball. Like
Yeah.
it is. Now you can argue Houston and you can argue some of the adult entertainment venues. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. Like,
It's
I mean,
not.
well,
It's
guys,
not.
let's loosen up here, okay? They do a
Hmm.
great service for the community, long as
No.
you got that, and James Harden has that.
He has
Um,
that.
and I really think that because I'll say this, Cleveland, just on the face of it, no knock, it is not a destination spot for free agents. It's normally not. And the fact that James Harden, I'm not going to say he could have went anywhere, but I do know that he didn't have to go to Cleveland. That much I do know. And they got some good pieces going on down there with Garland, really being hurt. I really think I think it's a good look for Cleveland with that. And you could argue James Harden playoff woes. I hear all of that. But what's worse, having someone with playoff woes who maybe could still turn it around, or with Darius Garland, who you may not even be available. That's what I heard him last year, or whatnot when the playoffs started. So I mean, I think it's a good look. I'm actually surprised that it happened. But yeah, no, two things could be true. They knew that I mean the Clippers, you talking about a team turning it around. I know we're going to go to the West in a minute. The Clippers was actually turning it around, like you just noted with Kawhi Leonard. So I'm actually surprised. But hey, kudos to James Harden for wanting to go to Cleveland.
Man, what? Yeah, yeah. And again, Eastern Conference, they are just revving it up, team by team. I think teams that were once slept on, such as the Pistons, such as the Hornets, in the next couple of years are going to be a problem. These teams are already problems. Some of these teams you might not want to see first round.
You're
Keep it,
right.
keep in mind, it just feel like is it me or just the teams is just getting younger and younger too, Corey? You know what
Could
I
be.
mean? And speaking of young, what would the trade deadline be without Anthony Davis a part of it?
Oh, oh, oh,
Ladies and gentlemen, if you did not
man.
hear it today, ladies and gentlemen of the Zone Sports Podcast, Anthony Davis is on the move. He is out of the Mavericks facility and on his way to Washington to be a Wizard to join Trae Young. And you guessed it, who is right beside him? D'Angelo Russell. I seen on Sports Center that they had a meme going around with Anthony Davis and D'Angelo go on some My Buddy type ish. And if y'all don't know what My Buddy is, when we were kids, they had a doll out called My Buddy, and the theme song was like My Buddy, wherever I go, he goes.
He goes.
They have a picture of both of them and saying wherever I go, he goes. So, and they have the picture of the Lakers of them in the Lakers uniform and the Dallas uniform, and now they're going to be Wizards. Corey, um, I want to read out the Wizards receiving Anthony Davis, D'Angelo Russell, Jaden Hardy, and Dante Exum. The Mavericks get Chris Middleton, AJ Johnson, Malachi Branham, and Marvin Bagley III, and a bunch of first and second round picks through 2029. Um, Listen, man, we came on this podcast and told y'all that nobody wants to be in Washington. Um, I think that Anthony Davis might want to be in Washington now with Trae Young. I ain't gonna lie. It might work if he stays healthy, but that is the biggest question mark around him, and we just don't know anymore. It's just like he every soon as the smallest thing happened to him, seemingly his body just can't handle it. And I hate that because he's so
I agree.
great. So
Yeah.
great. So great, man. Just so great. Um, but I still stand on what I said and came on this podcast and said, man, was but y'all but I don't, out of all the teams in the Eastern Conference, y'all are the ones that I'm checking for the least. Sorry. just am. But um, they also had a fact that is really just crazy. Did you know that Cooper Flag, Anthony Davis, and Kyrie Irving never played one game together?
Never played. I was getting ready to get to that.
The thought of that makes my stomach turn. That is insane. Not one game together, unfortunately. That is crazy, man. What are your thoughts on AD on the move? Again,
Yeah, so I've been seeing a lot of Nico Collins slander today, regarding like, hey, well, here's what Nico Collins traded for, and this, that, and the third. And dude, I hear it. Like, yo, I got it. I ain't gonna really go back and forth too much, but let me play devil's advocate.
okay.
Okay. When this trade was made, especially being that they got Cooper Flag,
Yep.
supposed to be Cooper Flag, Anthony Davis,
Yep.
Kyrie Irving, and you don't see him. That was the plan. That was the plan. And we're not going to, and I get it. He's not the same player, but in addition to Klay Thompson, I would have loved to see what Anthony Davis, Cooper Flag, and Kyrie Irving, in addition to Klay Thompson and
Yeah.
some other supporting guys, would have been. But hey, who knows? Big V, we could have been waiting for another 5 years. I get it. I hear it. That's what was supposed to happen, and it failed to materialize, right? Now, it got me wondering. I'm going to get back to the Anthony Davis of it in a bit. Well, if Anthony Davis is gone, then I wonder what Dallas is going to do with Kyrie Irving now. Because that was kind of somewhat, maybe not holistically, but partially the point of I want to see Kyrie Irving, Anthony Davis, Cooper Flag. We want to see those three together. Well, I just wonder. It would not surprise me if Kyrie Irving got traded. We still got, as of this recording, which is Wednesday, we got to tomorrow to 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It just makes me wonder. Man, to your point, I'm just gonna echo real quick what you said about Anthony Davis, bro. I hate that. I really do. Like, he helped our Lakers get that bubble championship. And part of me is just glad that we had him for a good enough run. Hey, who knows what would have happened had COVID not happened. But to all the haters of the bubble championship, I would like to say this. We was number one in the West prior to the world shutting down. That weekend prior to shut down, we just beat Milwaukee, who was the hottest team in the East, right? I can't remember who we beat in the West. We beat two top tier teams, relatively speaking, before that went down. But I'm not gonna harp on that too much. So everybody's saying, look, who knows? Who did the shutdown help with help? Yeah. I could argue that it helped Giannis too, because I remember this like it was yesterday. Giannis had bent his knee almost backwards, where he would have been out for a long time. He was able to come back in the bubble. But anyway, let me get off of that. Anthony Davis, I'm glad that we had him and we was able to get a ship up out of him. And I
Mhm.
just don't think that he's going to be durable enough to really help another team. It just, like you said, man, it just spreads. One thing happens, another thing happens, and it's like when he's out for a long time, and I hate that for him.
Yeah. I totally agree, and I hate to say that maybe he needs to consider retirement, but
Hey,
he may have to
you're not
consider
crazy for saying that.
consider retirement. Um, yo, let's talk about the Western Conference final. Not finals, but the Western Conference right now. Yo, the Jazz are eating. Let's just call it the
That's
Jazz.
crazy, right?
The Jazz are eating, ladies and gentlemen. Listen, the Memphis Grizzlies traded Jaren Jackson Jr. to the Jazz the other day. You know what I mean? Nobody. This kind of really kicked off the trades and everything. That and the Harden thing. Nobody saw this coming. I thought that pause. I thought that by now the person who would have been on the trading block and would have been the talk of the talk would have been more than likely Ja Morant. You know what I mean? From
Yeah,
everything that we have been hearing.
really.
We haven't heard anything yet. Maybe something might break in the middle of the night. We have no clue. These things go down to the wire. It still ain't, it's
They
still
do.
time. It's still time for Gian. They're saying Giannis won't out too. We're gonna have to see. I'm gonna be honest. I'm expecting some big news
Yeah,
by
so am I.
tomorrow. By tomorrow. I'm expecting something crazy to happen I'm gonna say by 8 o'clock tonight. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm expecting to hear
Mm,
something ridiculous by 8 o'clock tonight. Um, I think this is a great trade for the Jazz. I mean,
yeah.
they picked up John Landerdale, Vince Williams Jr., and John Concar or whatever. I mean, the
And
grit.
Lonzo Ball over there too.
He yeah, because Lonzo Ball got traded too in a recent
Yeah,
trade, right? Yeah,
yeah,
they
yeah.
got
So he's with Utah.
yeah, he with Utah with Lonzo Ball. Oh man, because he was on the Cavs. Yeah, hey,
That's right.
listen, they have a very young team now with the addition of the rookie they just got this year, who's
Yeah, Ace Bailey.
yeah, give Ace some time and you mix it with this core of guys, man. I like it. I like it. I don't think that as a totality the West ate like the Eastern Conference has. That
Yeah,
but this is a good pickup for the Jazz. I like this pickup.
yeah. It's solid. It's solid. I ain't mad at it.
Yeah, I ain't mad at it either, man. Again, I just thought Ja, if we heard any news coming out of Memphis, it would have
Yeah,
been with Ja Morant.
yeah. I got Sports Center on right now. I have not seen anything cross yet.
hmm hmm Ladies and gentlemen, of course, in addition to me having a show, we mentioned the Super Bowl. We got to talk some Super Bowl talk, baby. We got to get into the Super Bowl, the legendary teams of the Patriots and the Seahawks. You know what I mean? Meet once again. You know what I mean, Corey? Will we see a Malcolm Butler-esque moment? Who knows? You know
Yeah,
what I mean? Yo, man, I like this, man. I like this. I like seeing the Patriots back in it. I like seeing the Seahawks back in it. I like the fact that both teams have been through organizational um turmoil within the past few years, losing head coach, both losing head coaches,
yeah.
legendary head coaches, might I add,
Who would have
lo-
thought?
losing great players, all kind of stuff happening. And here we are yet again, man. Like it was 5, 6, 7 years ago. You know what I mean? Seahawks and the Patriots. Corey, who do you have winning this game?
You know what? My betting app sent me a bonus bet, and for apps on my phone that's basically a zombie because I don't bet a lot. They're like, hey man, you need to get you back up in the game, get you to spend some money because you're not working it right. Pulse. And so, hey man, I'm going with the Patriots, man. I'm
Okay.
going with the Patriots. I don't like neither one of these teams, needless to say. Well, I'm you know what? I'm kind of iffy on the Patriots because I don't know if it's the Patriots that I despise or was it Bill Belichick and Tom Brady that I despise. Because Drake May was a Tar Heel.
That's right.
He lit it up in Chapel Hill. I seen him play in person a few years ago, and I cannot not root for that guy. But I did put my money down on the Patriots. I, I, I'm basically waiting for Sam Darnold, and to see Ghost, and he might make me eat my words, Big V. He might because he's been looking fantastic. Who you got, my guy?
Man, you know what, man? Before you came on here and said or reminded me that Drake May is a Carolina native, I was coming on this podcast to definitely pick the Seahawks. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? That defense is stellar and everything else that comes with it. You know what I mean? And I like the story of Sam Darnold. I do like that myself. I like the
yeah,
fact that I love a good story where people get wrote off and just come back just killing, i.e. Kirk Cousins. You like that? You
yeah.
like that? You know what I
Hey,
mean?
or like my
So
boy Gino, he said, man, they try to write me off, but ain't right back. I don't know what the hell that means, but it sounds good when he says it.
I don't that's fire. I don't know what that means, but I like that too. You know what I mean? I'm gonna have to start saying that. I like that. Shout out to Geno Smith on that note. You know
Gino!
what I mean? You know what I mean? But being the fact that Drake May is a Carolina native, I'm not gonna root against Carolina. I'm gonna go for the Patriots, and I'm gonna keep it brief. I'm gonna keep it. Whew, I'm gonna keep it 28-21. I'm gonna
Mm,
keep it. I'm gonna keep it 28-21.
yeah.
28-21.
I think I got that. I definitely got the defense making some noise. I got it 21-14.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
We got one more topic we definitely got to get into. You know
Speaking
what I
of Tar
mean?
Heels,
Speaking of Tar Heels, we got to get into what else is cracking. The legendary game that, you know what I mean? If you are a North Carolina native, You know what time it is. You know what this weekend is about. Whether you on the you know what I mean the Duke Blue Devil side or you on the Carolina Tar Heel side, you know what this weekend is about. Duke Carolina this weekend, 6:30, you know what I mean? ESPN, you know what time it is, you know what I mean? Yo, listen, don't even ask who we going for. If you been watching this podcast, don't even ask who we repping for. You know what I mean? But if you brand new, let me tell you what to do. Tar Heel Blue all the way.
All day, all
All the
day.
way, Corey. I'm hyped to see this game. This may be the last meeting in this ding dong. They talking about building a whole other ding dong, Corey. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it.
No,
I don't like it. But they talking about it, you know what I mean? So this game is means even more than ever than it has before. Y'all already know, man. Carolina, we gotta go out there and do our thing. Yo,
we
we
do.
look. We know how Duke. We know how Duke rolling. We know y'all, you know what I mean?
I got you.
We got the boozer cat and all that. We know what y'all doing. We know that y'all have been more, you know what I mean, been a better team in the ACC than us. We got all that. None of that matters on Saturday. It
Not
don't
at all.
matter if we was 0 and 22.
They say
Yo,
that.
we come and to play like we 22 and 1. And yo, I cannot wait to see this game. Matter of fact, I ain't even gonna be able to see it because my show is from 7 to 11. So I'm gonna have
Oh,
to
here you go.
I'm gonna have to catch it on my phone and I'm
Yeah.
be rooting from afar. This is
I
gonna be
won't
the
send you any text messages then. I'm gonna let it rock.
yeah, you're gonna have to let it ran because this will be the first
Yeah,
time that I have never watched a Carolina and Duke game.
that's real.
You know what I mean? With my own two eyes, you know what I mean? But listen, I gotta be on the stage, you know what I mean? So yo,
Hey, respect.
good luck to Carolina. I want to see a tough game.
I
You know what
do.
I mean? And I got y'all by 5 to 10 points no matter what. Let's go Tar Heels, man.
I want to see the matchup between Caleb Wilson and Bruiser. I want to see that chess match. I just want to see how it goes because neither one of them are lacking for confidence, and Wilson just has that swag that we have not had in a long time. I'm talking about one could argue since like the Jerry Stackhouse
Stackhouse.
swag where it's just like, oh no, I'm here. The way that this dude throw down dunks, you may say, well, Corey, everyone dunks. No, 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 no. Not like Caleb Wilson. This guy is a showman. He's going to put on a show. Win or lose, I am ready to see this. I cannot wait. Can't wait.
Can't wait, you know what I mean? Shout out to the Tar, shout out to the whole state of North Carolina. You know what I mean? Y'all already know what it is. Yo, shout out to you for watching this podcast. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Each and every time we drop these, what you watching the clips on YouTube, IG, whatever social media you tapping into. You know what I mean? Or you watching the whole joint here on YouTube. We'll appreciate y'all, man, each and every time, each and every second, each and every view. Thank you so much. Corey, you already know what time it is, you know what I mean? I'm gonna tap back in with you on Sunday when I get, you know what I mean, when I get situated.
Yeah.
Cause soon as I come off that plane, I gotta go and get me some wings to barbecue. I gotta get some wings too. You know, I gotta get the little weenies and all that, you know, put them in the crock pot, do my thug thizzle, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Get me some flats to
Say
eat
that.
on. You already know, you know what I mean? Get wifey to hook me up with some Rice Krispie treats on the side and do my thug thizzle and all that, you know what I mean? But y'all be hitting your phone so we can just be,
Word
you know what
up.
I mean, tapping in how we tap in. But until next time, y'all know how we end this thing. Big.
Peace.